We are going to start our Chuck Close inspired portrait. You can see that I have a variety of colors. I have a different color for each section of my artwork. So I have blue for my face, red and brown for my hair, kind of a light orange and yellow for my shirt, and then the background I have started gray and purple. So you will get to choose your colors. You'll notice that there are a lot of little squares that break up your artwork, and each square there are a variety of shapes. So to begin today, you have already traced and gone over, kind of drawn your portrait. It's a very light sketch. And what we're going to do now is you're going to each get a mirror, and you are going to look at your face. You're going to fill in any places that maybe we didn't quite finish. So for one example, when I look in the mirror and I look at my eyes, I know I need to add pupils. Okay, I'm also going to look at the shape of my eyebrows a little bit. And what I did for my eyebrows is I left them as a shape. I didn't fill them in because in my portrait, when we're coloring, we're going to fill them in. Okay, so I just am doing them as shapes. A big one that we all need to do are our teeth. We have not finished our teeth yet. And when you look in the mirror, you notice when you smile, your upper lip is a little bit smaller and your bigger lip is bigger. You'll also notice at least when I smile, I can see the tops of my gums. Okay, so I'm going to draw my teeth kind of round up at the top, and then they touch my bottom lip. But they don't come off the bottom of, for mine, they don't come off the bottom of my lip because I can see my gum, so I'm going to leave room for my gum. However, yours might be different. You also can go in, and if you want to change it and do a different facial expression, or you want to just not have teeth showing, you can look in the mirror and you can change it that way. I think I'm also going to add some more texture lines in my hair. Fix any ears, anything that's not quite finished yet. I do want your shirts, okay, coming off of the page. So if you need to extend it a little bit, then go ahead and do that. But go ahead and work on finalizing your drawing for your portrait. Next, you are going to get a Sharpie and you are going to trace over all of your pencil lines with a Sharpie. So it looks like this. Next, we are going to make the little squares. So you're going to need a wooden ruler and a pencil. And we are going to do 1/2 inch squares. So I'm going to start up at the top, make sure it's lined up. It should be the exact length of your paper, 18 inches. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to make sure it's nice and still. I'm going to do 1.5 inches. So 1.5, put a little line. Then 3, 3.5, 6, 6.5, or excuse me, 7.5, 9, 9.5, 12, 12.5, 15, 15.5, or 16.5, and 18. Okay, so it's every 1.5 inches. I'm going to do it on the same side, or on the other side, but the same way. So 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5, 12, 13.5, 15, 15 and a half, and then it'll end at 18. You're going to go ahead and you're going to do the same thing at the bottom, and it will match up. You'll notice it's 12 inches. It's a foot. So I'm going to do 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, and 10.5, and 12. And the same at the top. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5, and 12. Next, I'm going to take my ruler and I am going to connect the lines. I'm going to make sure I can see both. I'm using the part where the numbers are, the metal part right here, as the edge. I'm going to hold it with one hand so it does not move, and draw a line. This is where I'm going to start making my grid. I'm going to do that across, connecting the lines, and again from the top to the bottom, going right over my face. Then again from side to side, from the top to the bottom, we'll start to get 1.5 by 1.5 squares. Now we are ready to fill in each square with a different shape or pattern. So you can see I've done some letters, I have done a music note, a heart, I've done just some lines, some shapes. Okay, there's not really a wrong way to do this part. However, don't make it too complicated. You can already see that it's a lot of coloring. So do kind of more simple shapes in each section. So I think I'm going to start, and then I'm just going to start drawing some lines. You can do shapes inside, or you can have them touch the edge. You could do some math symbols. You could spell your name if you wanted somewhere in there. Again, there's not really a lot of circles. You know that Chuck Close did a lot of circles, so you could do circles. Okay, you're going to keep going until your artwork is full of different shapes in each section. Next, we are going to start coloring. When you choose your colors, you want to choose colors that are close to each other. Okay, so you probably wouldn't choose complementary colors. I wouldn't do blue and orange or yellow and purple, but you want to choose colors that are more kind of close to each other. The other thing you'll notice is that I kind of switch off, okay, between doing the background of the shape and the shape. The background of the shape and the shape. So for my, I'm going to go ahead and start with my hair. I'm going to do these two colors, kind of a bluish green and a blue. I'll start with the blue, and I'm just doing the squares in my hair. So you'll notice that this square is out of my hair, in the background, and in my hair. So I would only do this section. So I'm going to start, and I'll do the blue in the background. Always thinking of craftsmanship. I'm going to zoom in here so we can see. I'm going to start coloring. So again, I'm not going outside of my hair because that will be a background color. Do really nice coloring. And then I'm going to go ahead and do, oh, and I forgot blue in here. And then I'll go ahead and do this color for the S. However, only part of the S, as I'm not going outside of my hair. Okay. Now for this square, which is next to it, I'm not going to put blue in the background because my squares are going to blend in. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and do my blue-green in the background. And then my star is going to be the blue. Oh, and I messed up already. I didn't want to go inside my face, so I'm going to have to fix that. I don't want to go any more inside my face. That can get a little tricky, so make sure you're paying attention. Okay, do you see how that's inside my face? I don't want to go inside my face. That will be a different color combination. Okay, and then I'll do my star, the blue. And then for this section, again, I would do my background the blue instead of the green. So I would outline, making sure I don't go on my hair. Kind of outline the V a little bit. And I would do the background blue, and then I would do the letter V, the green. And you would do that for the entire hair. If you wanted, you can either go back and forth between each color, or now I can go up here, okay, and I could do the background blue here. And then I can come back to it with the green. I could do a bunch of blue in a row and then come back with a green. Okay, then I'm going to do this shape blue because I want this background to be green. But you're going to keep going with the coloring, choosing different color combinations for your entire face and your entire portrait. So I haven't finished my background, but again, you can see here where I'm going to go in and fill in the purple. Like every other one, okay, is the background is gray or the background is white. So then I would keep going, fill in my purple. Until you are totally done. For my eyes and my teeth and my eyebrows. So my eyes, I did, okay, just do the black for the pupil, and then my iris, the color part of my eye, I did kind of make it a little bit realistic. So I have hazel, so I have brown and green. And then my eyebrows, I did do the same color as my hair. Okay, and then for my lips, I did choose a pinkish color, and I left my teeth white. Okay, so you can go ahead and do your eyes somewhat realistic if you want, or totally realistic. Same with your lips and your eyebrows. And you're going to keep going until you are totally done with your portrait.